Hey everyone, Gage here, and today I want to show off the commander build that I am running currently right now. This is my character Luumenesence, and I am a commander on the Eridon Terrace server. So let's get straight to it. Obviously the point of a commander is to survive. As you can tell, I have a base HP of 30,000, along with my armor of 3,700, and then if I switch to my hammer I only have 3,600. We'll get to that later of why it is so high. Okay, so I will begin with the traits. I'm running 10, 0, 30, 30, 30, and 0. In the tactics trait, I focus more on my shouts. I'm not running full shouts solely because I feel like I can get a lot more survivability out of my Dahlia Signet and my balanced stance. But for the first one, I have reduces recharge on shouts. That way I have a reduced recharge on my Shake It Off. That bumps it from 30 seconds down to 20. For the master trait, I'm running with Shake It Off. Whenever I have one condition on me, I automatically proc that. So that gives me 2 shouts right there that will both heal me with my Grandmaster trait that shouts heal. And it's only a 1700, but you know, 1700 that can definitely right at the beginning of a fight. That really helps. In the defense, I'm running gain toughness while using a shield, and it reduces the recharge on shield skills, so I get my plus 90 toughness for using my shield, and that's why my armor is so high when I have my shield on. The next one is gain adrenaline when hit, and then I remove a condition for every bar of adrenaline spent. So that makes it very useful. You always want to use your F1 when you have 3 levels of adrenaline. That way you remove 3 conditions. And then the last one I'm running with Defy Pain, where I activate Endure Pain at the 25% health threshold. And that just gives me a little bit more survivability to whether it is to get a heal off, to finish someone, whatever it may be. And then in the strength trait, I'm running with Restorative Strength, where I remove Chill, Cripple, Immobilize, and Weakness whenever I use a heal skill. For my healing skill, I'm using Healing Surge. I really like this because even as at a base, it heals for 6,000, and then it heals for 10,000 whenever I have full adrenaline. I used to run with Defiant Stance, but the problem with the Defiant Stance is you have to have all that damage coming to you. If you happen to use it when there is no damage coming in, you're just healing for that 1900, and so that's not going to help you sometimes. Like I said earlier, I'm running with Shake It Off, which heals me. And also it's a stun break. As you can see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I have 5 stun breaks with this build. I run it with Dahlia Signet, and that gives me an extra 200 armor. And then I run with Balanced Stance. This is what I put on right before going into a big fight. That way I have 10.5 seconds of stability. And then I'm running with Rampage. As you can see, this gives me a lot of stability. When I pop this, also, you can see, when I do pop it, my armor goes up to 4,300, and then I get 51,000 HP. And so that really helps. Along with, you know, a damage boost. But as a commander, you shouldn't be worried as much about damage as you are with just surviving. Your sole goal should be to survive and to lead your team. You know, if you're not leading, if you're not talking in a fight, if you just go into a fight and don't say anything, you don't really tell anybody to do anything, you're not being a good commander. So onto the gear. I'm running Soldiers weapons right now. I am slowly working toward Sentinel's gear and Sentinel's weapons. The only thing is, it is super expensive, and I am not rich. But I run with the Superior Sigil of Momentum. That way I get plus 5 toughness up to a max of 125. So if I added 125 to my current 3765, that would make it what? 3890, which is, I mean, that's pretty good. I would say 3890 is pretty good. Right now I have Soldier's Feet, and as you can see, I'm running Rune of the Dahlia solely for the extra armor. I have no problem clearing conditions or anything. I used to run with the Rune of the Soldier, but I don't have a problem clearing conditions. Conditions just don't affect me either. I have such a large health pool, so I went for the extra armor just to add that little bit of extra survivability along with the health regen. Here's my first piece of Sentinels, Ascended gear, and then I have a Sentinels chest piece, Soldier's gloves, Soldier's shoulders, and then right now I have Knight's helmet. I'm almost done with my Sentinel's helmet, so that will be my next piece that will boost my health pool up even more. I'm running with 2 Sentinels trinkets. I have Ashes of the Effigy. This is a trinket that I had right when I first started commanding. I didn't have the money to get a third Sentinels trinket, so I just stuck with that one and put the jewel on it instead. And then I have a Soldier's Amulet and another Soldier's Ring. Unfortunately, they don't have Sentinels trinkets yet for Ascended, but as soon as they do, I will get them. And then for my back piece, I am just running with my Guild Defender back piece, which is Soldier's gear with a Sentinels jewel. So if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. The thing with this build, as far as I can tell, there are not very many weaknesses other than if it's like 20 versus 1. I'm not going to walk out of a 20 versus 1 Zerg, unfortunately. I can survive. I can definitely survive a lot longer than what the average person can. But that's about the only weakness to this build is if you're severely outnumbered. Solo by myself, I can generally hold out a 1v5 for maybe a minute or so. Eventually, with enough damage, which is a 1v5 with no one else healing, I am going to go down, solely because I can't deal enough damage to be able to get people down. But yeah, that's about it, guys. So please leave your comments below. Subscribe to my page. I am trying to get more videos out, and I know I said I was going to do more, and I just completely lost track with school and everything. But more will be coming, so thank you for listening, and I will see you